What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the Brandon Clark Business Channel, where I help you build your best, most successful online fitness coaching business, just like I have done. And in this video, we are going to be talking about 3 must-have things that you need implemented into your life when you are building out your online fitness coaching business. I'm just going to kind of go through these one by one and explain why each of them is so important. So for the first one, it's going to be vision for the future. As somebody that is building an online fitness coach, you desperately need a vision for the future. And there are a lot of positives and negatives to social media. I would say that one of the biggest positives is the fact that you are able to go online and find other people that are in a similar situation to where you probably want to be 5 to 10 years down the line. And those people probably post on social media. They probably leave breadcrumbs, and they probably have shown what it took them in order to get them where they are today. So that's a really big positive for social media. And so if you guys don't really know what you want your fitness coaching business to look like, you don't really know how far you want to take things, if you don't have a vision for the future, I would really recommend looking online, finding somebody that has built a business very similar to what you would ultimately want yours to look like, who has built a life very similar to the life that you would want yours to look like. So one thing you also really need to keep in mind is that if you don't see yourself being a fitness coach 5 to 10 years from now, you're just simply not going to be successful with personal training or online fitness coaching, because it takes years to build a really solid brand. And if you are not devoted to this for the long term, you are probably going to fall off. There are so many pitfalls. There are so many chances for you to fail. There are also so many things that are going to hold you back at the very beginning, like imposter syndrome, not understanding sales and not understanding or not being able to tolerate rejection. So as you deal with these things, you really have to understand that having a vision for the future, having a goal that you are pursuing is like a North Star that you can continue to chase and continue to follow even when the waters get rough, all right? Another thing you want to keep in mind is that you need to be really committed to the larger goals. When you first start out, you might not think that making $10,000 per month off of fitness coaching is ever going to happen. But the truth is, I see fitness coaches inside of Empire Blueprint that will work really, really hard building up their brands and their businesses, and they'll eventually hit $10,000 per month. And when they hit this, it's a massive goal, that they were trying to achieve for a very, very long time. But then once they hit that goal, they just kind of stop promoting. Some of them even stop building their business, which is hilarious because, as if you're somebody that has really big goals and really big aspirations, and you know how big I've built my fitness coaching business up to be, you'll know that $10,000 per month is really just the beginning. Like if you've hit $10,000 per month, you have so much potential to make even $100,000 per month with an online fitness coaching business. So don't limit yourself. And when you find yourself approaching, hitting those goals that you had set for yourself, make sure that you step back and set new goals for yourself so that you don't end up running into, a dead end once you actually do hit the goals that you want to achieve. You really need to have big goals that are difficult to outgrow so that when you feel yourself getting close to those goals, you can set new ones. Now, the second thing that is going to be really important when it comes to building your fitness coaching business is going to be mentorship, all right? I paid $8,000 for my first mentorship, and it gave me a much better understanding of the systems of how to actually run a fitness coaching business. It taught me how important the sales aspect was to owning a fitness coaching business. I just had this delusional idea that once you became a fitness coach, clients would just automatically fall into your lap. I didn't really understand that you had to get really good at sales in order to close people on what their own goals are, and what they want to achieve. You have to be able to sell yourself. You have to be able to sell your program. And even though a lot of the content that I received inside of the first mentorship that I paid for was extremely outdated, which was very frustrating, I still learned a lot from it. And one of the main things that really stuck with me was just how important it is to have a mentor that is actually out there currently doing what you are really trying to do. Because the mentorship that I had bought into was a business coach. And what I found out really early on was that he just really wasn't in touch with the modern avenues of using social media in order to scale an online fitness coaching business. And this made me really frustrated because they were teaching me how to use things like Facebook. And I was like, what in the world? Why am I using Facebook? I need to learn how to use Instagram. I need to learn how to use TikTok. I want to learn how to use YouTube. And they just simply didn't include that. So it's very, very important that you choose a mentor that is at the tip of the knife, at the edge of the spear, when it comes to continuing to progressively learn more and take in more knowledge about how the space is changing and how to go about changing your fitness coaching business to replicate the new algorithms, the new information, because the space is so rapidly growing and it's so rapidly changing as well. A lot of people will say, oh, Brandon, you were just always meant to be successful. You were always going to be a successful fitness coach. You've got a good physique, all of these different things. I personally know dozens of coaches that joined into the same mentorship that I joined into, but they are not in the same place as me. And I ultimately attribute that to my ability to continue to educate myself and to continue seeking out further education when it comes to the business side of things and when it comes to bettering my knowledge on nutrition and training. My fight to continue to stay relevant using social media, even though the algorithms are constantly changing. And also I attribute it to my ability to cut out the BS that has kept me from building my business at a rapid rate. And this includes controlling my own vices, so controlling my lust, controlling my addiction to weed, controlling my addiction to scrolling through short form content. I really think that a lot of fitness coaches just get carried away and they get lost. Like they just simply get lost when in their vices. They get caught up in trying to enjoy their lives too much. Because one of the things you have to keep in mind, if you are an online fitness coach, you own a small business. And if you own a small business, you are going to have to give months, years, possibly even decades to making that small business work. And there's so much beauty behind building a small business, being able to have financial freedom, being able to have something that you're actually passionate about, but it takes time and it takes sacrifice. So you really have to start developing that small business ownership mentality. And the last of the three things that you really have to have when you're building out your fitness coaching business is community. Now, I put this picture up here with Dylan because Dylan is actually a co-owner of Empire Blueprint. We started Empire Blueprint together. And what we do inside of Empire Blueprint is we actually teach coaches how to scale their online fitness coaches, and we give them the exact blueprint on how we built up our fitness coaching business over the past couple years. And one of the most important aspects of community, community is something that a lot of people will shrug off, especially a lot of people when they're dead set on building their own business. Usually they'll be lone wolves. They'll want to just kind of go off on their own. Community is incredibly, incredibly important, guys. Number one, just because you share a lot of knowledge with other people and you share learning. Being a part of a community of coaches really exposes you to a wide range of different insights, strategies, and experiences. For example, Dylan and I were just talking on a call today with all the other Empire Blueprint coaches, and we were saying, hey guys, the Instagram algorithm is changing. Like, we don't know exactly what it's flipping towards, but we're experimenting with a lot of new forms of content right now when it comes to bringing in leads for our fitness coaching business. So keep in mind the algorithms are going to be changing, and it's very good to have other people, that are giving you insight, other people that you are learning with and holding you accountable to continuing to build your business. Part of the reason why Dylan and I even went into business together in the first place is because when we were building up our businesses, we had multiple times, both of us, where we almost quit. But during those times, we reached out to each other and we said, hey, man, like, I'm going through this super rough time. I'm thinking about quitting. I'm exhausted when it comes to posting content, or I feel like I'm burnt out. And every single time that would happen, we would be able to grab each other by the hand and lift the one that was struggling out of the pit. And that's just really, really an important part, a crucial part of having a good community around you. A lot of coaches will look at each other and say, oh, that person's my competition. Why would I ever want to, group up with them? Why would I ever want to commune with them? When in reality, you need to start seeing each other as other people that are also in the fitness coaching space, that are also expanding the fitness coaching space. Because guys, this is such a massive industry. It's growing in billions of dollars every single year, and it's only going to continue to get bigger as time goes on. The space is growing so much, there's room enough for everybody. Like, you really shouldn't be dead set on competition against each other and not collaborating. You guys should really be giving each other information, creating a supportive community where coaches can help bring each other up for the overall good of Americans and everybody in the world. Because Lord knows the current state of health and fitness in America and in the world in general is not in a good place. Support and motivation is very, very crucial when it comes to your journey and building your fitness coaching business, because lots of people will run into pitfalls. A lot of people will hit speed bumps, and when you run out of motivation, it is very nice to have somebody that can help you out of that. Building a fitness coaching business can feel very isolating at times. A strong community of fellow coaches provides a network of emotional support, encouragement, accountability during those rough times. And the fifth reason is just increased credibility and exposure. When you surround yourself with a strong community, when you surround yourself with a lot of people that may know more than you, you're also exposed not only to their audiences, but you're exposed to other individuals that are also very well respected in the space. And that can help give you credibility with other people. For example, inside of Empire Blueprint, we've had Scotty K Fitness, we've had Higher Up Wellness, both make modules inside of our Empire Blueprint. And they're both people that are really well respected inside of the space. And so it's good to get that input from other coaches and see what they're doing, and have them pour into you and tell them what's been working for them, and sort of take information from that and continue to grow. And last thing that I'll close with is that I'll leave the Empire Blueprint application down in the description down below, as well as in the comment section. If you guys are interested in joining a community and seeing how Dylan and I have both built up our fitness coaching business to the point where we're making $50,000 to $100,000 per month from fitness coaching, make sure to go check that out. We have a great community of coaches in there as well that really helps when it comes to staying consistent along what can sometimes feel like a very isolating journey. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like down below, drop a comment down below as well. Drop a single thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way to the end of this video, because that means that you have got an awesome attention span. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.